recently took advantage of a week-long national holiday to travel across Turkey to the east of the country, the area affected by the earthquake last year. We visited the city of Antakya. This is an ancient city established in around 300 BC, and it has been important throughout its history. However, it lies on the East Anatolian fault line and has been severely damaged on at least 6 previous occasions. The earthquake that struck on the 6th of February last year was particularly devastating. In Antakya city centre, 70% of homes collapsed. It was a moving and sobering experience to see firsthand what we had previously only seen on the news. There are whole streets lined with buildings that look something like these. Other buildings were less severely damaged, and some are in the process of being renovated. There were parts of the city where the buildings looked as if this renovation had been completed, and we thought the buildings might be already inhabited. However, closer inspection showed there are no curtains in the windows, no washing hanging from the balconies, suggesting that even these buildings are not yet ready for people to move into. In other places, the rubble left by the collapsed buildings is being or has been cleared. And there are vast areas that are obviously being prepared for the foundations for new buildings to be constructed. Meanwhile, the people who survived the earthquake, where are they living? Well, many of them left if they had friends or relatives in other parts of Turkey. Those who stayed slept for the first few nights in their cars until tents were put up for them, and most have since then moved into containers, as you can see in the mid part of this photograph. This is a close-up photograph of a container house. Dotted around the city are container cities like this one. Each of these houses hundreds of people. What we need to understand is that it's not just buildings that collapsed on the 6th of February last year. The heart was ripped out of this city. Communities that had lived together as neighbours for generations have been scattered. Long after the physical infrastructure of the city has been rebuilt and restored to something looking a bit like this, the longer term work of people rebuilding their lives and communities will need to go forward. The local people that we met are looking forward to that future, to a brighter future, and we found their resilience inspiring and humbling and encouraging.
Sharon and I travelled down to the earthquake zone with a group of people from Istanbul. We worked with a local community group, and the people in our group had really good Turkish, so they were able to deliver a pile of teaching and training, and we muddled by as we could, but actually we found that it was a great opportunity to put some of our Turkish into practice. So for example, we delivered a teaching lesson to a class of children, looking at issues of hope, and it was challenging but a lot of fun, and you'll see that shortly. There was a women's meeting on the Monday, and a number of people spoke. 120 women turned up, which was amazing, and Sharon did her first proper Turkish talk, and it was great. It was really good to be able to have that opportunity. Later in the week we had a children's festival, and I dressed up as a clown, and we did face painting, there were some drama sketches, there was a lot of other activities. It was really good fun and just great to be able to put a smile on children's faces. So, enough from me. Let's have a look, shall we?
Kaşığı gönder, kaşığı gönder.
Merhaba kardeşler, günaydın. Benim için bugün çok önemli
ma. Docs and docus coilum in par, on lara, bat malus sin, dier coilum.